Tayo. Usyk, Fury, I think it's going to be a good fight, a very technical fight, but I think Fury's just too big and he's going to manhandle him. And
the Juggernaut, Joyce, gives a tactical breakdown of Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk, and he claims to take on the undisputed heavyweight champion to prove his potential prowess. So why did he claim it with such certainty, and can Big Joe with his perfect granite chin topple the king of the heavyweight division? Let's take a look at the video, but before you jump in, remember, like, subscribe, tap that bell icon just like that, and you'll never miss an update from Boxing Insane. Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk will crown the undisputed heavyweight world champion, with the Gypsy King holding the WBC, while the Ukrainian holds the unified WBA, WBO, and IBF champion belts. Both are headed toward the undisputed heavyweight championship this summer. Both undefeated champions have officially agreed to the terms of the union and agreed on a timetable. April 29th, and Saudi Arabia is the target date and venue for Fury versus Usyk, which will have all the belts on the line once finalized. The Gypsy King and the Cat have recently been calling each other out on social media in anticipation of the expected clash coming up later this year. This fight of the century is becoming more and more intense as both boxers are rushing to prepare and practice. A series of experts and fans also give their analysis on this historic match. Meanwhile, WBO interim champion Joyce also gave his analysis of the tactics that Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk will use in the match. Joyce believes Fury's size will simply prove too difficult an obstacle for the gifted Ukrainian to overcome. However, the Juggernaut is quick to emphasize that the fight might not be as easy for Fury as some in the sport seem to believe. For Oleksandr Usyk, the British Juggernaut fought Usyk 10 years ago. They were amateurs. They boxed one another in the World Series of Boxing, which is a pro-style league, back in 2013. Joyce lost on points, but then promised a rematch in a decade that would be on a very different story. Joyce has now proven himself a serious operator for anyone in the weight class, and therefore the Juggernaut did not hesitate to give his analysis of the tactics of the Ukrainian champion. Given his breakdown on the matchup, Joyce said Usyk's quite hard to hit. He throws a lot of shots. Big Joe asserts the Ukrainian champion will cause Fury problems because he doesn't think Fury throws that many shots. And in contrast, the Cat throws them quickly, so he's got footwork, and Usyk's going to be dancing around trying to nick it. This is also the tactic that Usyk uses in most of his fights in the heavyweight division. If Fury wants to stop him, it will require extreme flexibility and concentration. Joyce feels Tyson Fury is going to try to rough him up and do the big man thing. He'll try to lean on him, specifically using his body and strength. Usyk has the same listed height as Muhammad Ali at 6'3", but Fury, on the other hand, towers over all comers. He's reported at 6'9", and that's something he uses well against opponents, and paired with his movement and new style complete with knockout blows, that's why he's undefeated in the division. Joyce added that Tyson Fury needs less talk, more action. He just needs to hurry up and get it on. Remember, Joyce is holding the interim WBO belt and has a better chance of fighting Usyk, but he claims to want to confront the Gypsy King. This represents Joyce's clear choice of winner in the Usyk and Fury War of the Century. Regarding whether he's been told a win against Zhang sets him up to challenge the winner of Fury and Usyk, Joyce said, "These fights are all taking place around the same time, and then that has an opening for a big summer fight." The WBO mandatory challenger is well positioned to get his heavyweight world title shot in late 2023, providing he wins that next fight. Joyce also hopes Fury can beat Usyk, and it's definitely going to be the more exciting fight to watch. Joyce also revealed he would be determined to overthrow the Gypsy King after the historic battle. It would be an exciting battle for England fans. Joyce is promoted by Frank Warren, who's also the UK co-promoter of Fury. The Juggernaut finds Tyson Fury a lot more enticing as his world title opponent than Oleksandr Usyk. The 37-year-old heavyweight contender from London said if he's allowed to choose his world title opponent, he'd prefer to face the countryman Fury, the Manchester native and WBC title list, over Usyk, the WBO, IBO, and WBO IBF unified champion from Ukraine. He said it's the biggest fight, especially for UK fans. Joyce has kind of proved himself with some last victories, and once he gets Zhang out of there, that'll set up a fight really nicely, and especially since Fury can switch stances. It's good to practice with a southpaw. Finally, when asked if he did win, he could be the first man to defeat the Gypsy King, Joyce laughed and claimed, "I'm not going there to lose." He thinks it's going to be a hard fight over 12 rounds, but he'll go for the win. Talks for an undisputed showdown between the pair are said to be progressing well, although fans were let down by the collapse in negotiations for Fury to face Anthony Joshua earlier this year. The boxing public will be praying they're treated to a mammoth heavyweight dust-up in 2023 to make amends. So do you agree with the Juggernaut Joyce's opinion? Who'll be in the undisputed heavyweight champion fight? And can Big Joyce overthrow the Gypsy King? If you think you know, leave your comments below and let us know. Don't forget, like, subscribe, tap that bell icon. You don't want to miss any videos from Boxing Insane.